Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. So here I'm starting a new playlist about the Ruby on Rails interview question, and that is a different interview Q&A series, because here I will not discuss the basic problems in the Ruby that is related to the fresher, but here we will discuss some questions that can be asked to the senior Ruby on Rails developer. Okay, and recently I got chance to interview few candidates who has more than 5 years, 6 years, 7 years of experience, and they are applying for a post of senior Ruby on Rails developer. Okay, so I asked some scenario based question which they failed to answer exactly what should happen there, or at least what should be happening there to resolve those problems. Okay, so the first problem that I asked, and we will discuss in this lecture, that migrating from MySQL to Postgres database in existing Rails application. Okay, and now let me tell you what the question that I asked. Okay, so you can see this question on my screen, that I have a Rails application that has been live for past 5 years. This application has a very large database with millions of records, and database system is MySQL. However, now I want to switch my database system from MySQL to Postgres. Okay, so how can I achieve this migration from MySQL to PostgreSQL while ensuring there is no database inconsistency? Additionally, how can I ensure that live users can continue performing their operations without any issue during the migration process? So this is a very large question, but this is scenario based question, and this is expected from you if you are uh, applying for a post of senior Ruby on Rails developer with some experience more than 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Okay, however, this might be possible that you did not get chance so far to work on such task, like you might have experience of 6 to 7 years, but you did not get chance to work on such migration tasks. Okay, so if you did not get chance to do that, it would be like hard to answer that, but you can still answer a basic approach like how to do that, and if you have done this previously, you can clearly answer this question. Okay, so I recorded the answer for this in this wiki. Okay, and I mentioned all the steps that can make this process smoother and easier to migrate from MySQL to Postgres database in an existing Rails application. Okay, so let's go through all the steps. So the first step will be to assess the current database schema. Let's say if your Rails application is using MySQL right now and it's been running for years. Okay, and there are a lot of users who are already using this application on the production. So before migrating it to Postgres, you first need to encounter that what are the schema specific field, or what are the database specific fields or types there. Okay, for example, there are some fields which MySQL support, but Postgres support them in different way, or Postgres do not support at all. Okay, so like for example, tiny int, Postgres support the JSON B, so it's a MySQL support JSON and enum. Okay, so these, and Postgres also come with a specific function to uh, make a query to the database records. Okay, so there can be different things, so you first need to assess your database schema. Okay, so first you need to make or prepare a list of such database changes that you need to make when you switch from MySQL to Postgres database. Okay, and then you need to prepare your local application. Okay, first of all, if we are working with the Rails application and we want to migrate from MySQL to Postgres, there will be some gems definitely that we are using. For MySQL, we are using MySQL 2 gem, and for Postgres we need to use PG gem. Okay, so first update the gems, then update your database YML. Okay, and then install the related or the required database in your system. For example, if you want to switch from MySQL to Postgres, you need to install the Postgres SQL server into your system first. Okay, and then you need to set up a Postgres database. So you first need to create a Postgres instance, and then you need to set up it manually. Okay, and then you need to export and transform data. For example, you can create a backup of the MySQL data. Okay, and before doing anything, what you need to do, first create a backup and convert it into the SQL format that can be supported into the Postgres. Okay, and then you need to import it into the Postgres, and then you need to start testing it locally where you are getting any issue while fetching the data or while migrating the data. Okay, then you need to check the minimized downtime, and then you need to write test cases. Okay, and then the final secure. Final secure, it means that let's say you are everything is working fine and you are trying to migrate your data from MySQL to Postgres. Okay, then just prepare a maintenance window. For example, let's say you selected a time like from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Okay, so these 2 hours you have selected to migrate your data, so you can put your application in the maintenance mode. Okay, so that no users can perform operation in that duration. Okay, just to avoid the database inconsistency. Okay, and if it is working fine, then you can uh, cleanly replace your Postgres with the MySQL with the Postgres. Okay, so these are some basic steps that you need to follow and you must follow while migrating an existing system and an existing database to other database. Okay, so if you have experience like 5 years, 6 years, or 7 years or more, okay, these kind of scenario based question can be asked to you. And if even if you haven't worked on that, you must have some, or you must show some solid approach towards solving the problem. Okay, because first of all, this is the expected behavior that this is the expected criteria that you must answer those questions. And then if it is working, if it is sounds well to interviewer, they might be interested in your candidature as well. Okay, so let's see the question again, and I will share this wiki link into the description of the lecture, so you can go through this, and then you can just go through all the steps and let me know through the comment section if I missed anything or if I say something wrong here. Okay, even my steps might be missed, few steps might be missed from my side, but these are the steps that I followed on few projects, and I will follow if I have to do such task again. Okay, but you have to focus on this part. Okay, for example, this part, you have to focus on this part because this is the question that might be asked to you, or with some more twist this can be asked to you. You can say it like vice versa: you are using Postgres but you have to migrate it to MySQL. Okay, so the same step you need to follow. Okay, so because some, it might be possible that few applications are using Postgres already, but now they want to make a switch over on the MySQL. Okay, so you need to allow follow the same approach. Okay, so that's all for this. Okay, and just go through this question, check out the wiki link. Okay, and if you got chance to answer such question, then you can just either reference this wiki. I mean, you can prepare that answer from that wiki, or you can come up with your solution as well. And if you know any better solution than that, just let me through the comment section, and I'll be grateful to you as well. Okay, so thanks for watching this, and we will meet into the next lecture with another scenario based rails experience race interview question. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.